Trash Toku here. Let's talk about Donbrothers episode 35. Hijino is stirring his coffee like a madman. After Taro tells him to stop stirring that loud, he starts yelling at him, Haruka and Saro. After he realizes what he's done, he sprints away from the Don Cafe. In the interrogation room, Haruka's aunt is simping over Tsubasa. It seems that she has a sixth sense of sensing who is actually innocent or not. Tsubasa tells the detective that Natsumi is alive and they can go and check for it. Hijino somehow comes across Natsumi, but he still believes that she's Mio. He tries to convince her that she is his wife, but the only thing that happens to him is him getting arrested. Weirdly, he doesn't have any pictures of them together, how much it would fit Hijino's personality. And somehow, he and Tsubasa are in the same prison cell. Hijino tells Tsubasa that he didn't call the police for the money, but for his wife Miu. Tsubasa tells him that he doesn't blame him. They start talking about the reward money. Hijino asks Tsubasa if they want to split it up, but Tsubasa tells him that he can keep the money, but Hijino sees it that he can keep the money in replacement for Mio. Both of them start fighting again and they separate them from the cell. They take back Tsubasa into the interrogation room. The detectives tell Tsubasa that he was right, but it doesn't clear all the other similar incidents of people that are gone missing, and then when they return, their personality changes. Haruka's aunt says that probably they turned into Juto, and actually they're running an investigation on it, while Haruka's aunt is actually the head of it, because she actually encountered them when she got kidnapped by a group of Anonis. The detective asks for Tsubasa's help with Natsumi because if she's a Juto, they can find out where are the people that the Juto copied. Haruka's aunt adds to Tsubasa that if he will help them, he's wanted charges. Sonoza is taking Don Murasame again. Rumi arrives to Tokyo, and when she enters Jiro's place, she finds him still in bad shape, so she starts treating him. And when Jiro wakes up, he has a really interesting trick. Tsubasa watching Natsumi act on stage. He presents to her the ring that he wanted to give her, while an angry Sanoni is watching from the background. She tells Sanoi that she is interested in Tsubasa. We see a man watching other people enjoying their time and questioning them, what does it mean to be young? He doesn't know what it means because he was too focused on learning than actually being a kid. And from his anger, it transforms into the live man Itotsuki. Tsubasa and Natsumi are having dinner. After Natsumi falls asleep, Tsubasa teleports to Taro's dad's prison and he asks him about the Juto. He tells him that this prison was a gate to connect both of the human and the Juto world, but he has been sealed in here for the crime of raising Taro. So if the Juto somehow got to Earth, that means they opened a new gate. But when Tsubasa asks where the gate could be, the meeting time was over. When Tsubasa returns home, he sees that Natsumi disappeared, and the only thing she left is a crane-shaped origami. The Itotsuki asks Taro what does it mean to be young, but when Taro pushes him away, the man gets angry and transforms again. The rest of the Donbrothers appear and they start fighting the Itotsuki, but somehow he can stop time and cause an explosion in their face. Taro understands that he needs to go Gold Dawn, and he transforms not only to Gold Dawn Momotaro, but he uses the power of imagination and transforms into Tokyo Ichigo. Jiro is also being summoned, but Rumi tells him that he needs to stay and recover, and when she hugs him, he nods and falls asleep. The Itotsuki's power doesn't affect the Gold Dawn armor. Taro summons his Peach and he finishes the Itotsuki off, but he grows larger, so it's Gold Dawn Oritajin time. They start fighting the big Itotsuki. We see that the shield, that is clearly not a big face, can actually consume the Itotsuki's attack and shoot them right back at him. And then they just finish off the Itotsuki. The mega fights here are extremely short, Tsubasa sees that Natsumi is actually eating an enoni, but suddenly the detective Juto comes in and takes Natsumi's prey, and before they even get to fight, Natsumi sees that Tsubasa is watching her. So Natsumi leaps away, and somehow Tsubasa gets into the Juto world through a portal that the detective Juto opened in his stomach. Tsubasa wakes up in a forest. He starts walking towards a singing voice. He sees all of the people that the Yamato copied tied onto a tree with the real Natsumi, and when he tries to release her, he gets tied up too. The Juto stuffs an origami down his throat and copies his appearance. The Juto copy is wreaking havoc in the human world in his place. This was a great episode. We are getting slowly and slowly more and more puzzle pieces to complete the entire puzzle that we call Donbrothers. We finally learned that the prison that Taro's dad is being held was actually a gate from the Juto world to the human world and vice versa. We are getting slowly the reveal of what really is Jiro, because he is still hurting since the Murasame fight, and Doa Murasame is actually a weapon that was created to fight against the Juto, and the idea that somehow the Juto can just open up a portal to their world, it's this little drop of information that we need to probably to get to the final battle. Because of the theory that the Juto are the actual main bad guys of the show makes sense. And then in the final battle we're going to get the Donbrothers actually teaming up with the Nato. But right now it's a talk for another day. Tell me what you thought about this episode. Like and subscribe to my channel. Have a great rest of your day.